Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. In this video, I want to take a close look at the Xbox 360 wireless racing wheel for Windows 10. Yeah, because we can use it. And it's cheap, so why not? Let's take a close look at it in 2021. I'm a big fan of racing wheels and I had my eye on this for a very long time. I picked it up from a store called Magic Buttons over here, and no, it's not sponsored, just a free shout out for the guys because they delivered me this boxed Xbox 360 wheel for a pretty good deal. If you're looking at eBay, these things go around $50 up to $100, depends a little bit of the condition and of course how complete it is. But the reason why I want to make a review about it is very simple. This steering wheel is quite interesting because you can hook it up to your PC and you can do a lot of crazy things with it. It comes including pedals. Mine are not in perfect condition. You need to connect this with the old school telephone connection in your steering wheel. Okay, so both of the pedals have different springs beneath them. Like the brake has a little bit more tension than the gas, and I do like it. Okay, so mine were not in perfect condition. You can see more like this chrome sticker that is normally on the pedals. On the brake it's missing. But let's take a close look at the steering wheel. This is an Xbox 360 steering wheel, and what is very convenient about this is that it has all the connection like an Xbox 360 controller. But what I like about this is that like navigating through the menu is not a problem, but it has a high compatibility with a lot of different games. At the back of the steering wheel we're going to get two plastic fantastic shifters. Nothing really special. I think more like a membrane button inside because I don't hear any micro switches. The steering wheel is made of a rubber coating, so take consideration when you're buying one that it is in good condition. At the front we're going to get the headphone connection and of course the button for reconnecting with the dongle that we'll show you later on. Because here at the right side we're going to get in the compartment because it is a wireless wheel. What you basically can do with your Xbox 360 or connecting with your wireless dongle for your PC, you can also use a battery pack for it. Of course, it will have some limitation like no force feedback. Here we're going to get the connection that we need to put in for the pedals and the input for the 24 volt adapter. So the steering wheel is not a 900-degree steering wheel, it's more like the old school one. So take it on in consideration. If you like real simulation racing wheels, this is not the thing for you. What I like about it is like the form factor. It is super comfortable to play on your lap. And that is something what I really like about the steering wheel. It's more like an extra thing. If you don't have a table, you just put it on your lap and you can just play some games this way. It's super ergonomic when you're looking at the bottom part. It's a little bit curved, so therefore it will feel very comfy on your lap for a very long time. But also we're going to get this piece of accessory. And the reason why, because we can hook it up to your table like every single racing wheel. So what you're going to do is just click it on, plug and play, works like a charm. So what you need to do, if you want to hook it up to your desk, that's the only thing. You need to put the screw in the right position so it gets enough tension and you just lock it. Or better said, no, it still has too much tension, so lose it a little bit. Lock a load and ready to go. Super easy and super convenient. If you want to use this on any device, you need to have like an official Microsoft or a fake dongle. It's like the Xbox 360 dongle. You can pick it up from AliExpress or like your local shop or secondhand, but you need it, otherwise you can't use the racing wheel on your PC. And when you're buying one secondhand, take consideration that you need to have the power supply. Because so far I know the internal force feedback motor doesn't work on batteries. Nope. Okay, for the first try I want to have like Project Cars, and the reason is very simple. This game supports so many racing wheels, like really old ones. And I was thinking, okay, you know what? Let's try this racing wheel. I did need to configure it like an Xbox One controller, and I think it's most convenient simply because it's basically an Xbox controller and that's how most of the games will see it. Okay, for the next game, this is an interesting one, Ridge Racer Unbounded. And the reason I chose this game because a lot of racing wheels, including my G25 and G27, are not compatible with this game. Because this game is compatible with an Xbox controller. And guess what? This is an Xbox 360 controller / racing wheel. And it works plug and play. And that's what I really love about this racing wheel. It gives you way more games to play, simply because a lot of games will recognize this racing wheel. But sometimes when you're trying to play a game, in my case Flat Out 2, yeah, I needed to reconfigure every single button, otherwise it didn't work. I booted up, I found out the hard way, but nevertheless when I set everything up, it works like a charm. My pedals were working, my shifters are working, so even for old games like Flat Out 2, it works like a freaking charm. Okay, so first of all, Flat Out 2, not a lot of steering wheels, especially with some old ones, are working. So like the G25, I couldn't get it to work, but with this thing, it works like a charm. I'm very glad. And this is more like the thing that I love about this racing wheel. By the way, don't mind my gameplay. It's really horrible and my game is stuttering because I'm using screen text capture and my OBS doesn't like it. But in the end, I love playing this game with a racing wheel and it works very well. Even the rumble function seems to be working. But even in 2021, if you can find one for not a lot of money, I think it's a pretty cool way to play. You can play it on your lap, you can hook it up to your desk. You need to have a dongle. Take into consideration, these dongles are not super expensive, so there's something you need to buy extra. But then overall, plug it into your Windows 10 PC and play with a lot of games. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become on the Wicked family. It would be great to have you here. And I will see you in the next video.